Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? That's why I do the show, because you're there. And you want to be informed. You want to be educated. You want to be entertained. And we got some entertaining stuff here today. Don't forget all the stuff on the bottom of the screen. Follow us on Twitter or X, YouTube, Instagram. Don't forget us on live stream Vimeo. It's where we archive all our shows. For that matter, I'll be starting negotiations with them. Man, a year went by quick. Plus, we're going to start going back onto my radio days. We're going on to the radio. We're going to do some podcasts. We're on a podcast. We're on Spotify. So we got a lot of things going on. But what do you say we get to the show? The really big show here. The June ballot is out. Now, hopefully you see that on the screen here. I don't know if I can understand it. It seems so complicated without the line anymore. Yeah, when I voted, even with the line, did I always go column A, column B? No. Yeah, I'm an educated individual. I can make my own vote, so I would normally bounce around. Sometimes, if it wasn't really contested, I'd bounce around on purpose just so people would figure out what they would. I'd give them the job of trying to figure out the undervote, just to be a pain. It's very simple. Yeah, you know who your candidate is. Go to the candidate. Sadly, we're never going to hear the old row A all the way anymore. That's gone. But you know, it's a simple ballot. But what we really need to do, we need to take back our election. Now that the county line's gone, and you know, there's so many changes going on with the ballot, and there's no more county line. It is time we start bringing back local elections, and all politics is local, back to May, where the issue is the local municipalities. We're not getting lost in the presidential or governor's race or the state races. Back to the nuts and bolts of local elections, where that is the only thing that's on the ballot in May. Your mayor, your council, your issues, what's affecting you when you're sitting at home at the dinner table. These are the things that are affecting you. Property taxes, school taxes, high rents, that sort of thing. Let's not get lost in the state and federal elections. Bring back municipal elections to May. We have our runoff in June. And as I said before, I don't think we need 10 days of voting. Elections have gotten very expensive because of that. We have polling booths are open, polling stations are open 10 days. They got to be manned. You got early voting. You got to pick up the ballots. We've thrown a lot of expense at it. Go back to May, local elections, and just go back to Election Day. Our topics today, Pompidou. Well, we got some problems with the Pompidou Museum on Journal Square. We'll get into that. The funding is now threatened by the state of New Jersey. Fulop has got a unique idea for a down ballot campaign where he is going to fund some of these campaigns. And then we're going to talk about a lawsuit that was filed in Jersey City against Sims Metal Recycling and Port Liberté. Port Liberté filed the lawsuit. These are all the things we'll discuss when we come back with commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? Pompidou. Pompidou's funding hit a major snag this week. First off, I was never a Pompidou guy. I understand what Mayor Fulop is trying to do. He's trying to get some jewelry. Got my ring on that finger and my watch on that hand. Jewelry for the city, giving it, a destination, something that will attract people. I'm not 100% sure this thing would attract people from New York. You have to take the path. The path is packed all the time. We don't have any transportation, but that's a whole nother thing. I understand what the mayor wants to do. This is his jewelry. This is his major piece of the Renaissance that's going on Journal Square. But we just hit a snag. The state is reviewing Pompidou's funding cost and the operating costs of Pompidou. And the state number says Pompidou will run at a deficit of approximately $19 million a year. That is a very big deficit there. That's a big number. Generally, museums lose money. Performing arts centers lose money. It wasn't long ago, Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn was on the brink of closing. There have been issues with the Bergen Pack, the State Theater, all these, the Count Basie, all these have funding issues. And they managed to work through it with the municipalities. They do fund drives, and of course, you got ticket sales. But do they make a profit? No. They normally operate at a deficit. And the Pompidou is going to be no different. There will be a deficit. Will it attract a lot of Jersey City people? I personally doubt it, but I'm not the mayor of Jersey City. I suppose we can do what we do at Liberty Science Center, where we hijack kids from school on a daily basis and send them down there. And that's how Liberty Science Center makes money, by busloads of kids all the time being forced down there. Pompidou was rolling along fine for the last couple of 3 years. There's been some snags. There's been some delays, some to do with Pompidou, some had to do with the city, some had to do with the state. But basically, all parties were in agreement. We're moving forward slowly, but moving forward. The state of New Jersey, over the last 2 years, have committed approximately $60 million to the Pompidou project. And now that commitment is in doubt. And also, none of that committed money, by the way, has reached Jersey City yet. And that's a problem. And if the state if they back off their commitment, Jersey City is going to be holding a very large bag. Now, they purchased a building. They've already have some money invested in it. Jersey City has been moving along to establish Pompidou as a major attraction for the state of New Jersey and the city of Jersey City. What is occurring here, Mayor Fulop is claiming that the review of Pompidou, and he's got timelines. If you follow him on Twitter, he's putting his timeline out there. The review of the funding concerning Pompidou is politically motivated and possibly retribution towards Fulop over his switch of his endorsement from Governor Murphy's wife, Tammy Murphy, to Congressman Andy Kim, who was running for Senate. As you know, Tammy Murphy eventually dropped out of the race. All I can say is, duh, yes, there more than likely is some political motivation to pulling back the funding. When Mayor switched his endorsement to Kim, I actually texted the mayor, and I asked him, I said, I hope you cashed those Pompidou state checks. Obviously, we didn't. I get it. You get it. I understand what Governor Phil Murphy is doing. Tammy Murphy is the guy's wife, the mother of his children, his right hand and his left hand, his soulmate. They're always together. He looks at what Mayor Fulop did as a slight to his wife, and he's not taken kindly. You wouldn't take kindly if it was your wife or your mother or whatever the situation, or a husband. You are going to want to stick it to the person that did this. And that's what's happening here. See, the city is in deep with Pompidou. Like I said, we purchased a building already. There's startup money. There's been trips. There's a lot of costs associated with Pompidou. It is imperative that the state continue their commitment. Now, listen, do they got to work the numbers? Yes. Steve Fulop is a numbers guy. He's a smart guy. He'll figure this out. If the numbers aren't right, they'll make it right. Give Mayor Fulop the time. He will make it right. To pull the funding out from under Jersey City now is just wrong. You want to stick it to Fulop, go after him. Go after him politically, try to stop him from becoming a governor, whatever you need to do there. It's going to be a big chore trying to knock Steve out from being the governor. But I realize it's important to the city, it's important to the state. We have this reputation now, having Pompidou as a museum here in Jersey City. I understand what Phil Murphy's doing. He's got to have to reconsider, and hopefully he will. And he'll inform these departments, the EDC with the state, to go ahead and let's work these numbers. Let's get Pompidou right. On the other side, Stephen Fulop, the mayor of Jersey City, had to effing know when he switched his endorsement, there was going to be problem. And the first place you're going to try to hurt somebody is in the wallet. So, and I understand Steve Fulop's a pretty honest guy, and he's got himself in trouble because of his honesty and speaking his mind. He just got the city in trouble. We may lose $60 million. Here's a case where Mayor Fulop should have just been quiet, probably not even switched the endorsement. So what if you don't have a relationship with the senator? You didn't have one with the present senator, so what difference does it make? Risking $60 million, to be honest, probably not the best move. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. City Show. Pat O'Meara here. You there? Speaking of Mayor Fulop, Steve Fulop's a smart guy. He's going to outthink you most of the time. He is constantly reading the tea leaves, figuring out what's the best move, especially when it comes politically and municipally. That's why I think he would be a successful governor. He certainly is a successful mayor, and you bring that kind of experience to Trenton, which we should always have our mayors involved in Trenton. You know, when we did away with the dual office holding, for the longest time you could be a state senator, an assemblyman, and a mayor. We hurt ourselves when we lose that kind of experience in Trenton. I have no problem with when it was Mayor Sacco and Senator Sacco, and I think the only one dual now is Mayor Brian Stack of Union City, is also a state senator. We need that kind of experience in Trenton. Guys and gals who work the budget, how to make those tough decisions on a municipal budget. Fulop is that. If he gets to Trenton, he will be a successful. What he's trying to do is ensure that he gets to Trenton right now. What he's come up with is an idea of funding a down ballot campaign where he is going to help finance campaigns statewide. I think he's already advertising now. You want to run for assembly? You want to run for state senate? Well, right after this year, it's assembly. Assembly, you're running for mayor. You want to run for county commissioner. You want to run for township commissioner or a council person. If you're on the line on election day or in the June primaries, Mayor Fulop wants to be involved with you. He wants to help fund your campaign. So when we have the primary next year and you're whatever your office is, what you're running for, you will be on the Fulop ticket. You'll be part of the Fulop team, not on the Fulop ticket, but involved with the Fulop team. So what Mayor Fulop's going to do is help these people fund their campaigns, and they become part of the fill-up machine. So what he's basically doing is it's like advertising, but now he's got feet on the ground. He's helped funding assembly candidates, council candidates, commissioner candidates, municipal and countywide. He's helping them, and in turn, they're helping him. They're knocking on doors. They're out there debating. They're out getting the vote out, and they're out getting the vote for what would be Governor Fulop. This is pretty ingenious, if you ask me, what Mayor Fulop is pulling off here. Now, 10 million probably will need a little bit more, but some of these people are going to get that. No, not some of them. All of them are going to be out there campaigning. And whatever votes they bring for themselves, it's very possible those votes are going to go to Mayor Fulop. When I said a while back, if we lost the county line, it would be a money campaign. And that's what it's turning out to. And Mayor Fulop, he's reading those tea leaves. He's seeing what the horizon is, what the landscape is. And he's figuring, I'm going to build my organization, my primary organization, hopefully into the general election, by helping people down the ballot get elected, helping them with their campaigns, helping them start off, funding some brain trust, getting their campaigns off the ground. And in return, they'll work for Governor Fulop, candidate Fulop, for governor. And I think it's pretty ingenious what he's thinking of doing. Again, knocking on the doors, laying out the pamphlets, get the vote out, all that activity. Mayor Fulop will be part of that in his race for governor. One hand's washing the other. You know, the county line's gone. What we now have is the money line. Now, you can take it to the bank, because we're going to talk about money now. We'll use the pun, take it to the bank, that they're going to copy opponents of Mayor Fulop in the primary for governor. They're going to copy what Mayor Fulop is attempting to do here. Not sure they can generate cash like Mayor Fulop can do. And it's very similar, I think, in a way. You can see some parallels between what Bill Spadia from 101, New Jersey 101.5, he's the morning guy there. He's been dancing around, running for governor. Eventually, he's going to have to commit if he's going to, and then he'll be immediately off the air because you have to give equal time to all the other candidates if he was to stay on the air. What Bill Spadia is doing with his Common Sense Club is basically what Mayor Fulop is going to do with his down ballot approach here. Just that Mayor Fulop is putting money into these other campaigns. And you want to get loyalty, get money involved. So where we used to have a county line's gone. Now we got the money line. It's like sports betting. You don't want to bet the points? You can bet the money line. And when you think, well, like I said, this is pretty ingenious. He's going to have Mayor Fulop in his race for governor is going to have feet on the ground, boots on the ground, as they call it, all over the state. As those people are out campaigning for their campaign, they're also campaigning for candidate for governor, Stephen Fulop. So it's really interesting to see how this is going to play out. But if you look at the campaign, Mayor Fulop is running for governor. He's having monthly Zoom meetings where he's breaking everything down from schools to shared services to taxes, every aspect. Healthcare, I think that was his last one, was the health department and healthcare. He's breaking down every aspect of what his platform is. He is telling you out front what he is going to do if he's the governor. He is taking the campaign to the people in New Jersey, and through this, he's taking that campaign to the people in New Jersey through other campaigns, down the ballot, like I said, assembly, commissioner, township commissioner, town council person, county commissioner. All these people trying to get elected will be working along with Mayor Fulop. And hopefully, both of them can get elected. There's a new style election out there. It's a whole new landscape. And Mayor Fulop is one of the ones who are going to design what that landscape is going forward. It'll be interesting to see what Steve Sweeney and Russ Baracco do. I'm sure they're going to copy it to some extent. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
We're back. Pat O'Melia here, City Show. Now we're going to get to Sims Metal Recycling and Port Liberté. Sims Metal Recycling has been on the banks of the Hudson River for as long as I can remember. One of the few memories I have of my mother, my mother passed away when I was 8 years old, and we were down there for some reason. I just remembered the crushed cars, like crushed into a box. I don't know why Mom took me down there, why Mom was there. Maybe it was a car she hated and she had it crushed into a box, whatever the case is. Sims Metal Recycling has been, or Sims Scrap, whatever you want to call it, has been there forever, probably a lot longer than the time I'm on this planet. Port Liberté is probably one of the first condominium complexes here in Jersey City. It started during probably under McCann, somewhere around the 80s, 90s, that sort of thing. Very successful. And I always wondered why they built Port Liberté alongside Sims Scrap. Now, I'll assume the land was cheap because there was this huge Sims scrap metal recycling there. But they built it and they sold the condos. It had to be for cheap land. Now, the condo owners had issues with Sims Metal Recycling. Now, they had issues in the past. There have been issues. They're complaining now, and they legitimate complaints, I guess, that there are bright lights at night. There's noise. There's been fires over the past. There's been, like, in the last 20 years, about 3 fires down there. You're not going to have very big fires when you're dealing with metal. Metal doesn't burn well, but there are other aspects of what they're recycling there. All that is probably legit. But my question is, Sims Metal was there before you people bought your condo. Now, I don't know if you were lied to when you bought your condo or they kept the curtains closed, but outside your condo is a huge freaking scrap recycler. There's no missing this thing. When you're pulling into the gates of Port Liberté, driving along in your Mercedes-Benz or whatever, you can't miss this. So when you bought your condo, you knew damn well this thing was sitting there. For that matter, the class action suit being brought by many of the condo owners is headed up and handled by our former corporation counsel, Bill Massacutis. He was the corp counsel under Mayor Healy. He is a condo owner also. And I forget, I don't know if I was reading the Jersey Journal story of it or John Heiness's story on Hudson County View, where Bill says, I can see this place from my balcony. Well, Bill, did they keep the curtains closed when you were looking at the condo? There it is. What? And then here's the thing with Bill, as a corp counsel, he was involved with Sims over those years. He had to be. I know we had some fires down there in the past. There have been complaints before. As a corp counselor, he would have been involved in that. So Bill damn well knew what was down there. And he goes, well, I go to my balcony and there's this huge scrap recycler out there. No, crap. It was there. Probably there when Columbus landed. I don't know. It's been there a long time. When I was at the Transamerica Corporation, I was a facility manager. I used to repair tractor trailers for Transamerica, the Pyramid people in San Francisco. And the facility was in Piscataway. And what we did, we repaired the tractor trailers and we rented trailers. And we owned all the land around the facility in Piscataway. Some dumbass in corporate decided to sell the eastern strip of the land. I don't know. They wanted to make the budget look good that month or that year, whatever the case is. And of course, whoever bought the land built a bunch of houses there. I remember one time the houses are built and I'm picking up some scrap paper. The trailer repair is loud. We're riveting, so you hear that riveting all the time. But it's indoors, but you still hear it. That's why I'm deaf from all those years, 25 years of riveting. I'm walking around outside, contemplating something, working on a bid for whatever it was. I'm just walking around the parking lot and I'm picking up garbage. And I go by this bush that we had there. Transamerica took care of the property. They had the rows of bushes. And there was actually a microphone. This is before wireless mics. It was wired in. So I'm looking at it, there's a microphone here. So I went into the OTR department. I said, there's a microphone in that over the road. That was the leasing division. The guy there's a microphone in the bush. He goes, yeah, the homeowners have a problem with our facility here. Again, when you were buying the home, you notice the 80 or 100 trailers outside in that trailer shop. Same thing here with Sims Recycling. When you bought these condos, you couldn't miss this thing. And now you're complaining about it. I don't know where this lawsuit's going to go or what kind of success it would be, but there it is. And it's been there a long time. They've been recycling here in Jersey City before recycling was a thing. They're scrap guys. And I'm sure they're going to be there after this lawsuit. And the only thing that was really comical was Bill Mascutin. I know Bill, he was a candidate for mayor. He was in the studio for debates against Mayor Healy. It's for him to say, I can see it outside my balcony. Well, I'm sure you've seen it outside your balcony when you consider buying that condominium. And again, like I said, Bill must have had dealings with Sims recyclers there when he was a corp counsel. So there's no surprises here. And anybody purchasing a condo, you couldn't miss that scrap recycler down there. So I don't think this case had much leg to it. I'm sure the people at Sims will try to appease as much as they could, but they are in the business of running a business and making a profit. So I'm sure they'll try to work along with the condo owners as best as possible, but they were there before you guys. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.